I'm going to 100% The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. As I sail across the seas, I'll need to attain all the heart pieces, get every item and upgrade some of them, plunder treasure, learn music, and just a whole lot of other stuff. Long ago, the hero of time sealed away the great evil Ganon. Unfortunately, somehow Ganon returned. Except this time, the hero did not return. What became of the kingdom? None remain to know. Big brother! Come on, sis, it's 1 in the afternoon, jeez. Oh yeah, it's my birthday. Did you get me anything, wise elder? No. Well, since you didn't, I'll join in on the ruckus downstairs. Now next year you won't forget. After fencing with a slightly younger old man, I run into a snot-nosed kid. Dude, does your mom even care for you?
You have a tissue.
I spend my birthday cash at Beetle Shop for a bait bag.
Thank you!
You're welcome! Grandma surely didn't forget my special day this year. Aw, man, she got me clothes. It's tradition. Tradition! Today is the day you become the same age as the young hero spoken of in legends. Yeah, but these are a bit hot to wear in the tropics, Grams. At least my sister, Aryll, got me a proper gift. Together, we check out the view with the telescope. Hi, Mr. Postman. Why is he getting all worked up? What the? There's a giant bird in the sky. And there's pirates? Of course this is all happening on my birthday. The scurvy dogs nailed the fowl, but a girl fell from its grasp into the island woods. Quick, old man, give me my sword. Don't worry, miss, I'm coming. Gee, we really need a new bridge. Luckily, there's no one here to stop me. I just had to open my mouth. Ha, ho, yeah. All right, rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty. Don't freak out too much or you'll... I tried to warn you. Miss Tetra! Huh, you don't look like a Tetra to me. Little sis? Aryll, what are you doing up here? I've got a bad feeling about this. No! That's it, I'm locked in. Give me back my sister. Let me have him. I can take him. There's nothing I can do.
I'm a worthless coward.
According to the postman, young girls with pointy ears all over the sea are being kidnapped and taken to the Forsaken Fortress. Tetra offers to give us a ride in return for saving her bacon, if I can get a shield. Hey, Grams, I kinda need the family shield. What? This isn't a shield. Nope, it's the Astra gaming tablet from Red Magic, who keep providing the best, this time with a more compact experience compared to the average tablet size that could fit in the palm of your hand. Yet it is no slouch when it comes to power, containing a Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, a 13-layer cooling system, a 165Hz refresh rate, a 9.06-inch OLED screen, and mine has 12 gigabytes of RAM with 256 gigabytes of storage, but you can get up to 24 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage. I also love grinding the ranked ladder on Pokemon TCG Pocket with this tablet, because the cards really pop and the performance never lets me down in Pokemon Unite, running better on this than on my Nintendo Switch and my phone. Whether it's emulating or streaming games from my console, the Red Magic Astra gaming tablet has been of great use to me when my family refuses to share the TV. The Red Magic series of tablets are my favorite and I surely recommend them. So check out my link in the description to pick up yours today. Thanks, Red Magic, for sponsoring. That's a strange pose for someone who just got his sister kidnapped. Sorry, force of habit. Farewell, Outset Island. Ugh, how much longer is this going to go on?
Well, excuse me, princess.
Before you know it, we're already at the Forsaken Fortress. I see the bird perched up there, and Aryll must be through that window. So what's the plan to get through this tight security, Tetra? Tetra? I don't like that look.
I don't like where this is going.
Guys, I'm no Donkey Kong. You mixed up the games. Screw it. Launch me. We can leave him, right? Oof, talk about terrible aim. My sword! Tetra checks in with me through a pirate's charm, but I don't think our hero wants to talk. No, Link, don't rush in there.
You right to jail.
It's a good thing I got something called plot armor. Sneaking out through the secret tunnels, I find the dungeon map, which I'll probably never mention again, then climb up the alarming light towers. Crap, I forgot I don't have a sword. How do I attack? I try to chuck a pot. They shattered it. Thankfully, I was able to grab a stick from it. Hope you don't mind being whacked in the face with it. I I continue raiding the watchtowers, snag a compass that will be the first and last one I mention, and am now cleared to roam around as I please without any guards. Well, at least on the outside. There are still moblins on the inside. This time I'm going for a more stealthy approach. Fortunately, hiding still in a barrel works, but for the life of me, I do not understand these body proportions. All right, we're good to go. Oh, jeez! That nearly gave me a heart attack. Thank goodness these guards are as dumb as rocks. He's literally sniffing right inside the barrel. Quick, while he's being oblivious, through the door. Go, go, go! Wow, those are some nice looking bunk beds for prisoners. Ah, criminy. Where do they get this security tech? Hot, 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 hot. With a little more sneaking outside and a couple risky sidelings across dangerous gaps, I have found my sword. Oh snap, celebrated too soon. On the bright side, I'm armed this go-around. Eat steel, you oversized newt! Making my way inside. Hey, is that Aryll? It's really you! Wait a minute, this was easy. Almost too easy. Oh, I knew it, the great big bird was keeping watch! Dang you, Sesame Street! Let me down, you giant fowl! It takes me up high to a mysterious figure standing there menacingly. With a flick of his head, I am flung into the distance for the second time today. Sheesh! Now I'm left floating to die until... Link! Link! Wake up, Link! Who is that talking? Boo. It's alive! After the initial shock wears off, he introduces himself as the King of Red Lions, explains the man we saw earlier was Ganon, who apparently the hero of time didn't do a good job sailing away, and we're stuck here without a sail. Then how do we even get here, wise guy? The good news is we're stranded on the beaches of Windfall Island. So far, the residents I've run into are a bunch of snooty girls. Why are you looking at us like we're aliens? Because you look like aliens. Okay, for real though, this guy does look like he's from outer space. Visiting the bomb shop, I realized tariffs have impacted this establishment. Seriously? 30,000 rupees?
You are fake news.
Wow, you're one hot dancer.
Let's see who's in the village jail. Tingle? Could you by chance be a fairy? No. I do wonder what crime he committed, though. This game was released before gay marriage was legal. However, crime is still high on Windfall streets. These punks surrounding me call themselves the Killer Bees.
Buzz, buzz.
All right, next house. Oh, could it be? Oh, I don't need it.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I need it!
You little weasel. Dang it, the rich man is making me pay for every pot I break. You're no fun. Let's play a game instead. Battleship. Except we're trying to sink giant octos. By the way, my favorite part about this are the sound effects. Boom! Kaboom! Talk about hyper-realistic. It took a few attempts, but I got them all, saved the children. Hooray! Yay! Then won a heart piece and a treasure chart for beating the store record. Later, I discovered Tingle was arrested for stealing this guy's camera. On the other hand, this parka-wearing man wants him freed. Fine, I'll pay the bond to get him out.
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay.
In return, he gives me a map to his home island. I'm also sure they wouldn't mind if I searched his old cell. Was he digging a way out? Why didn't he use it? Ah, dang rats. Did you get a sail? Next time I made it through the tunnel, backwards for some reason. And it wasn't a way out. It was where Tingle stashed the stolen Picto Box. After all that, the parka merchant sells me a sail that was on sale. Thus, we finally followed the winds eastward. Arrgh. Living my best pirate life, I made some quick stops to invade lookouts hosted by bokoblins that didn't stand a chance.
Brother, help me!
Long live the king.
We've arrived at Dragon Roost Island, home to Valoo, the draconic spirit of the skies. Apparently, Din's Pearl is here, which apparently we need. Walking off my sea legs, the Red Lion gives me a baton. Where were you storing that?
Trust me on this one. You don't want to know.
I then get trained how to conduct. This seems like a worthless skill. On to more interesting matters, this island is home to the Ritos. Turns out the chief has a problem on his hands. Usually when a Rito reaches adulthood, they receive a scale from Valoo, enabling them to grow their wings. However, no one can do that right now with Valoo in a rage. The chief's own son is of age, but now is in a state of depression. And has the pearl? Bro won't even talk to me though. Why didn't we just scare him with our sword, Link? Fortunately, someone who is friendly is Medley, and for some reason she has a note from the chieftain to his sad child. Aren't you guys the mailing service? A letter? From my father? You guys clearly don't have a good relationship, do you? While waiting for something amazing to happen, I guess, I get a part-time job in the mailroom. It'll take them years to sort this out. This is his, and now it's yours. And this is hers, and now it's his. And for the rest of you...
Jury duty, jury duty, jury duty, blackmail, pink slip, chain letter, eviction notice, jury duty.
My performance is the best in the office, so I get to train a newbie, but then get roped into delivering his mail. Dude, you're in the mailroom right now. Why do I say yes to everything? Well, on my union-mandated smoke break, I learned the Wind's Requiem from a tombstone, then get a lecture from Zephos, the toad god of the winds riding Goku's Nimbus cloud. According to him, I can now control the wind with my baton. That's enough mythical creature talk for one day. Guess I should try climbing to Valoo now.
I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
Medley, what are you doing in a dangerous place like this? That nice boulder is supposedly plugging the spring, and you want me to carry you Princess Rudo style? And you want to go up the ledge to talk to Valoo? Suit yourself. Not to worry, I can paint with all the colors of the wind. Like a tornadus, that tailwind gets our friend up the cliff, and she gives me a handy-dandy empty bottle. I'm gonna meet with the great Valoo! What are we, some kind of suicide squad? She's gonna die without me. So I scoop up some water, tend to the wilting bomb flowers, and unclog the spring. The bath is filled. I can now swim across to enter the first dungeon, Dragon Roost Cavern. Within, I participate in typical Zelda puzzles, lighting my own way for a key, realize I'm inside a frickin' volcano. Don't fall, Link! And the only way to fight this fire is with water pots, creating floating lava rock pads.
Yes, science!
Of course, the halls are not unguarded. However, the Bokoblin's weapons prove useful for breaking down barricades. On the other side are red choo-choos. At least they aren't their electrified green cousins. What's with all these big rocks? Light the fuse, Link.
How are you not dead?
Don't question it, just move on. Ah, fresh air. A VTuber's only weakness. It appears there are miniature versions of the big kidnapping bird. Stay away! Seeing the sight of that fowl reminded me of my sister and really brought out my anger. Ah!
Let's burn this place to the ground.
Any Severance fans in the comments? What the?
Can a guy get some privacy?
Be gone! The creepiness continues with these dang hair-raising worms. I either need to wait for them to expose their eye, or I can just make them take a shower. Oh, stop pouting. You're stinking, you know it. I'm getting there. I'm close to the agitated dragon. His tantrum is collapsing the stairs. How will I get back down? Medley, you've been captured. You shoot at Bokoblin, sicken me. Harry roll! Ha! You think Moblin reinforcements will do any better? Try some P90X if you want a chance next time. Freed. Medley reveals Valoo is angry because something is doing awful things to his tail. Does Ganon got some sort of kink? Plus Medley gives me the grappling hook. Oh yeah, I should put things in a museum. Dun 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 dun. Ah, dang it, I forgot the big key to reach the boss. Desperate times call for desperate measures. That was not worth the risk. I gotta think before I act. Now that I've gotten the dungeon's unique item, I gotta use it wherever I can. It worked! Come here, lava roly-poly. Now stay. Good boy. While you keep the flames off, I can get my just rewards. I know this is gonna lead to a boss battle, so I capture a fairy in a bottle.
You're a monster!
Why do they look so sad in this game? All right, no more delays. Bring it on. Who's touching this scaly tail? Oh my goma, it's huge! Starting off at a jog, my pathway is blocked by the magma bug's forelegs, and his armor is too strong for my hook. Ah, it's got fire breath too! Grappling hook, get me out of here! Sorry, Valoo. I know this is a pain in the butt, but you're helping me get to safety. Aha! That broke loose the roof and cracks through a layer of what I thought was impenetrable armor. Pulling itself together, Goma takes a minute to raise the roof. First of all, this isn't a dance party. Second, I know what to do now. The next crunch deepens the chitin fissures. And the third completely dissolves the plate mail. He's vulnerable. You're gonna need more than eye drops after this. Where do you think you're going?
Get over here!
Get hack and slashed, Goma, and die! Oh yeah, I get another heart. And just like that, the skies clear up, Baloo goes back to being a chill guy, and the chief's son says sorry. Yeah, you better apologize. I was nothing but nice to you. Give me that pearl, you brat. And the boat says the second pearl is to the south. I got you. Wind gods, south please. Onward! Ah, we're already being interrupted.
Oi, hold it right there, small fry.
This is a fish man. Half fish, half man, I guess, because they can fill it in my sea chart. Like Dragon Roost Island here, and...
He can talk.
He says others like him will help me too if I spread bait out near other isles. I take his advice and follow his instructions at each island I pass. Slowly but surely, my map fills in one square at a time. I meet these guys. Who were peculiar yet kind to gift me a chart, then taught me I could use my grappling hook to uncover sunken treasure, most of which are rupees. On one islet, I noticed the mailbox was freaking out, which is a signal there's postage for me. This one being from the mother of that newbie I trained. 10 out of 10 mom, in my opinion. Oh, to think that over there would be such a container. What you talking about, man? Oh, I see it. A submarine. I feel like I'm doing more invading than the pirates. Die, die, die. Thanks for the loot. Land ho! Forest Haven. Any place called a haven has gotta be peaceful. It's got Boko Babas. It's like a scene ripped straight out of Little Shop of Horrors. It's not feeding time! I ain't no plant simp like Seymour. Pruning them harvest me some Boko Baba seeds, then an Octorok tries to take a shot at me that I easily counter by deflecting with my shield. The indoors here are actually a haven, and once again I spoke too soon. The Great Deku Tree has barnacles. Link is definitely the chosen one. I mean, a somersault from the kid shakes a humongous tree. After exterminating the Chews, the children of the woods reveal themselves. The Great Deku explains they were once the Kokiri, but evolved into Koroks after the Great Flood. Bad news though, one of them named Makar fell into the Forbidden Woods. Great Deku Tree, what are you doing? I'm not gonna ask how you did that. Plus, I'm about to crap in my own pants because the only way up is by launching out of these Boko Baba plants, and I've already looked down, so I'm terrified. Come on, man. Could have shaken this off for me. It gets more terrifying. To get to the Forbidden Woods, I need to redirect the wind, take a leap of faith, pull out my Deku Leaf, catch an updraft, and still glide to my doom. All this for some lousy pearl. Let's continue the trauma in the second dungeon. Green choo-choos try to hide by ducking. Nothing the grappling hook can't solve. However, my rope doesn't open doors, and this place hasn't been renovated since it came into existence. Thus, I unlock the gate with brute force. More hovering ensues past wiggly, spiky vines. The poor doors don't stand a chance versus bomb flowers. And I make use of the Deku Leaf in other ways, like for this gondola. It's also great for disabling enemy P-hats. The wiggly vines pop out of the ground too, which gets annoying, especially when they completely surround what I need. Inanimate fools, I have workarounds. Yet I still fall for their traps every once in a while. I just need to remember to be cautious, walk, don't run, and eventually that will get me through their maze. Now for a 2-in-1 bad guy. Seems like a normal insect at first, but then they go ahead and poop out mini Gordos. Them latching onto me slows me down. Thus I sword spin to get them off me. Now I need to talk to you guys about something. There's a meme I use a lot, but man, it just keeps coming up and up. Wait for it.
They fly now? They fly now!
I can't stand Star Wars Episode 9, but maybe they were onto something with that line. Nah, that's giving them too much credit. Anyway, bug defeated, and boomerang attained. Trimming vine-covered doors has never been easier. I can finally clear areas I couldn't use the Deku Leaf to float past before, and I keep slicing whatever I can with my new tool. The basement's now open for business. Fire in the hole! As a reminder, I am getting every chest in every dungeon. I just don't want to repeat stuff we've already seen before, such as the maps and compasses. Don't you want to see more intriguing stuff like me sailing indoors? Okay, maybe we don't. Suffice it to say, in the next room, I triggered switches with the boomerang and got the big key. It's boss time. The Korok Makar! He's alive! And he's he's dead now. The creature closes its bud, then extracts its limbs hanging to the ceiling. I'm in the dungeon that gave me a boomerang. What item should I use? Yeah, simple solution. I kept applying pressure by constantly tracking down as many chords as I could with every throw, until eventually the plant came crumbling down and blossomed unwillingly. I sliced at its core non-stop before it closed back up again and spat me out. The next round was very similar to the first. I didn't let up my speed and the core was exposed again. Don't like having a gardener, huh? However, every kick out damaged a heart of mine, and I was being quite reckless, not paying attention to any of the vines striking at me since I was solely focused on reaching the end goal as quick as possible. So much, in fact, that a fairy actually had to revive me. Not to worry, I won the battle in a jiffy, decapitating the core, and Makar is somehow still alive. Maybe he's the emperor. Anywho, Faeror's Pearl received, and a musical ceremony, cause why not? Well, actually it's to send off the Koroks to plant seeds. I guess it's Earth Day, and...
Mail time. Mail time. Mail time. Mail time. Mail time.
a heart from the Rito Chief. Could have used that earlier. Oh well, we're going northwest. And my trip is already cut short. This is Cyclos, the wind god Zephos' brother. As his name indicates, he uses cyclones to haul me back to Forest Haven. Oh, come on! On the following excursion, I went straight to our destination, Great Fish Isle, to avoid further conflict. Regrettably, the boat says we arrived too late. A great water spirit named Jaboon once lived here, but no sign of him remains. It's the postman from my home island. He figured we were seeking Jaboon, so he came to inform us the water spirit fled before this place was attacked to the island where I was born on Outset. What a twist! Unfortunately, the cave he's hiding in is so tightly sealed, even the pirates couldn't break in. Thus, they ventured to Windfall Island for some reason. I know exactly what they're doing there. But first, let's go visit Tingle. He's on the way. Or maybe we shouldn't have. Sharks have surrounded his home. This is going to be a quick stop. Hi, Tingle. Bye, Tingle. Great Fairy location coming up next. Its home appears to be a seashell, and thank the stars she's not like the one from Ocarina of Time that always makes those weird sounds as soon as your parents walked into the room. I didn't even show you the most awkward part, but I'll save that for the Ocarina of Time video. By the way, I can carry 1,000 rupees now. And the pirates indeed are at Windfall Island. I tried to break into their hold, but I need a password answering who cleans pirate ears. First of all, gross. Second, the bomb shop is suspiciously closed. I had a feeling they were going to try to break into Jaboon's hiding place by force. After sneaking in, I see the pirates have tied up the owner for having the audacity to sell bombs at an outrageous price. Apparently, this was all Gonzo's plan, the guy on the right. Then Mr. Smee on the left starts saying crazy talk. You know, with your cunning and Miss Tetra's smarts, if you two got married and had a kid, that would be the greatest pirate to ever sail the seas. Somebody's got a crush. Look at him blushing. Tetra ain't having none of it. And like a true buccaneer, she's observant of her surroundings and spots me. Luckily, instead of calling me out, she tells the crew they can stay overnight here and party. Aye aye, Captain! I keep eavesdropping until I hear the password is Swabbies. Back at the ship, I let the guard know, and voila, I'm in. Oh, Link, my old swabby Link. This is Nico. We hung out together on the way to the Forsaken Fortress back in the day, where he had me test an obstacle course in exchange for a spoils bag that just holds stuff. This time he assembled a course with no regular platforms, only rope swings and some boxes to the side. Then I stole their bombs. I'm not a very good mate, am I? Uh-oh, busted by Tetra. Surprisingly, she's cool with it and advises I use them at Outset quickly. I grab the mail on my way out, which is a map of Beetle's shop locations, test out my new firepower on sea monsters, stopped by an attraction that tested how fast you can nab rupees in a boat course. It was easy peasy, got a lot of cash from it, and made it home safely. I wonder how Grandma's holding up. My back! My back! Have the villagers been treating her horribly here?
My fingers hurt.
What's that?
My fingers hurt.
Oh, well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty.
No one fixed the bridge here yet either. I went this way before Jaboon because I couldn't blow up this rock before that was covering a hole to a hidden Great Fairy that increased my wallet capacity to 5,000. Back to the main objective, Jaboon's hiding place is behind the island, defended by a wall and a whirlpool. There's no need to panic. The bombs take care of this handedly, and at the same time I take down the barrier, the water trap also disappears. Inside the cavity is surely Jaboon, the water spirit who spouts off gibberish. Coincidentally, the King of Red Lions can understand understand and speak the mysterious Hylian language. Whatever he said must have worked, because we got the final pearl of the trio. Nehru's pearl, to be specific. The boat then marks 3 points on my map of where to take the pearls. Along the way to those, my new bombs helped me break into a couple more Great Fairy homes. Ironically, both of them enabled me to carry more bombs. I would have sunk this submarine with my newly maxed out artillery, but it had a piece of something I wanted. Eventually, I delivered all 3 pearls to their proper statue pedestals. It's gonna blow! Oh, silly me. Why do I always think the worst is gonna happen? Team Link is blasting off again! She's a lot meaner than she looks. Anyhow, the goddess sculptures link together via rays from their respective pearls, triangulating the shape of the Triforce. Not a triangle. Don't get your shapes mixed up. A great structure emerges from the depths of the sea. So grandiose. So, my poor face. Behold, the Tower of the Gods. The King of Red Lion states that if I overcome the trials within, the gods will acknowledge me as a true hero. Only then will they give me the power to repel evil. Oh man, I'm getting nervous. If the trials were created by gods, there's no way I can do them. Let's see, pick up the statue and place it on a button to unlock a door. Pick up a box and place it on a button to reveal Rainbow Road from Mario Kart. Pick up a pedestal, race over Rainbow Road, and place it on a button. Wait a minute, these trials are freaking easy. Sure, some are tedious, like aligning these boxes in between the room flooding and draining itself, but I was expecting life or death scenarios. The only punishment here is getting my clothes wet with no sun to dry them off. And who doesn't like to go kaboom? The only threat thus far is a fire skull that I can't seem to touch without being burned a little. Over time, clearing puzzles and rooms opens up a waterfall entrance, escalating up to the next floor. At first, I figured this laser eye was strictly my enemy, but it also hates rats. So now we're frenemies. I keep going up with these slightly troublesome elevators, then read some instructions on how to guide a statue. All you gotta do is yell, "Come on!" Come on! Huh, today I learned. It's a good thing all these ancient artifacts understand English. Together we backtrack, I carry it through doors, watch it take its place in what looks to be a very important room, and it reveals a music stone for me to learn a new song. That's called the Command Melody. I get to use it right away for more of the statue's kin. For instance, there's this trigger I stand on brightening up a rainbow road, but my new friend can't do anything except follow me. So with a little da 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 da, the Command Melody gives me control of the inanimate being. Follow the rainbow brick road. Follow the rainbow brick road. Unfortunately, I seem to be at an impasse. I'll have to leave this guy for now and find another way to cross. If only Link hadn't skipped Arm Day, maybe he could have swung across with it. Or maybe it's a good thing it was left behind because my next opponent is a Dark Nut. Oh, shut up. I know I can't slice through that armor, so I'll parry roll behind you and cut off the ties. Keep up the pressure, Link. Don't let him think he's even got a chance. And we'll mock him by slaying him with his own blade. The knight was guarding the coveted hero's bow, which is just what I needed to shoot these eyes scattered about the tower. Each of them unveils something when hit, providing a way to press forward. 2 down, 1 to go. Searching for the third, I stood on a wind symbol and conducted the classic Wind's Requiem. For evil beings, it's the opposite of a lullaby, waking up these quirky dudes. They must be hungry after their slumber, so I served up a fresh, explosive breakfast.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. They blow things up and then walk away.
I found the last statue, I flowed over the lasers to it, commanded to do me a solid to release me from the laser jail, tip the scales heavily with a bunch of junk on one side, hop across the scales, watch the family reunion summon a magical elevator that lifts me near the top, discover the big key was literally put right before the boss battle. What even is the point? I go outside, snipe the laser head guards, then open the way to the ending chamber. One final challenge remains. It's Andross from Star Fox! Seriously, Nintendo loves the floating head and 2 hands thing. There are so many, the Lonely Goomba YouTuber made a top 10 list of them. There's Tiki Kong, Bowser, and a multitude of Zelda ones. But today, we're taking down this one. It's simple enough. Shoot the eyes in the hands with arrows, roll crazy like a hedgehog when it fires blasts from its mouth, then aim for the eyes until both of them are shut. Oh gods, take my offering! Easy Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There is one issue. I only have 4 arrows left, and each of the eyes have a few lives, or sometimes I miss. Fortunately, the head unsnorts arrows for me, and not just once. They keep coming. I literally take those. Later in the skirmish, I learned that powering down the hands isn't completely necessary. Only shutting down the face. Bombs away!
Fine work, my boy. You've done it.
You're a true hero.
As the new chosen one, I ring the bell atop the tower, calling upon a light we enter shortly soon after. It's taking us down into the ocean. I can't hold my breath. Oh yeah, I'm a Gary Stew. What's more astounding is where we're at now. Hyrule. How could this be? Why is everybody frozen inside? Why is the shape of the Triforce always the key forward? Do I really have to go down into the creepy basement? Well, glad I did, because down there lies the Master Sword. Well, pull it out already. Surely nothing bad will happen. Oh, Ganon, you're screwed now. Only side effect that seemed to occur is that the guards are unfrozen. Fair trade for the more powerful Master Sword. Whoa, this guy knows karate. Whoa!
On second thoughts, let's not go to Camelot. It is a silly place.
The time has come to save my sister. No red shoe will stop me. A heart piece may slow me down, but it looks like the Forsaken Fortress has revamped their security. Without pirates to launch me in a barrel, I have to brute force my way in with bombs while being bombarded by bombs too. They've also blocked off paths with barbed wire covered stumps and have installed their latest guard dog, a Phantom Ganon. Oh, we really about to do this? Again with the repetitive bosses in the series. Although I do enjoy whacking back and forth a magic ball. I've had years of practice doing this while the fake Ganon was probably born yesterday. Poor guy, I almost feel bad for it because...
I could do this all day.
So long, bucko! And hello, new weapon, the Skull Hammer. Aryll, I'm coming! Oh my gosh, what is that hand? No matter, I zipped past it. Smooth sailing from here. Are you trying to piss me off? Because that's how you piss me off. Jeez, can't a guy catch a break? I made it. Little sis, you're still alive. And I see you have company. You know, you could have slipped between these wide bars, sis. Huh? Who's there? Oh, the pirates! I could have used your catapult about half an hour ago. Well, they're not here out of the kindness of their hearts. They're hoping the fathers of the other 2 girls will reward them handsomely. Oh, you like my new sword? I got another one you might just like. Hey yo, the kidnapping bird's about to arrive. Tetra, take my sister now. I've got some unfinished business. And watch where you put those hands, Gonzo. The Forsaken Fortress's lookout must have triggered the flooding alarm, and the bird's already here. Go, 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 go! Darn, part of the bridge is gone. Indiana Jones it, Link. Pump those arms. Watch out! I don't know how Link's back isn't aching after all this rolling. Not being 33 like me sure helps, I bet. Oh, hey, big bird. Say hello to my little friend. That wasn't so bad. Close the gate. I don't want to see choo-choo nuggets. Credit where credit is due. It comes down and fights like a man. Don't be naive though. I'm not just gonna stand in one place while you peck. Skull Hammer Smash! Nanny. Dodge roll. Saitama Super Serious Hammer Slam! Coward taking to the skies. Yikes. Maybe it realized I have no way of reaching it up high. This is it. I'm a goner. I'm bird food. Oh, it's an idiot. Now lay down your head. Gah, it's using Whirlwind. Thankfully, it stopped and is pecking at the ground again. Dang, that is one thick mask. Link, why'd you skip arm day? It's broken. The face is defenseless. Well, don't just sit there. Hack and slash while the snout is stuck. The cycle repeats with a bird attempting to snatch me during a swoop and performs mouth to mouth with the stone roof. At this point, I was putting it out of its misery being a servant to Ganon. Another victory, another heart. Another complaint to management. Where's your boss, Big Bird?
It's been a while, boy.
Hold up, that's not Ganon, it's Ganondorf. Whoa, hang on a second. Was drawing the Master Sword a setup? I think it was, because now the seal is broken. I better take him out quick.
Oh, I admit.
My turn. Well, it was a nice life. At least I got to do a lot of traveling.
Leave the saving the world to the men? I don't think so.
Tetra to the rescue! Oh, now we're both gonna die. But then the unexpected happens. Ganondorf's Triforce of Power is resonating? Why is he laughing? What? Tetra is Princess Zelda? The pirate has no idea what he's talking about, yet she does seem to possess a fragment of the Triforce. Now what? An earthquake? It's the Rito Chief's son! We're saved! Baloo's here too! Do me a favor and burn him up, please. And thanks for the assist, Rito Tribe. Back at the Hyrule Portal, we need answers. That can wait, though. Hey, Tetra, how you like my place? Pretty fancy, huh? Link, stop flirting! Fine, let's get to the bottom of this. Who is that? The King of Hyrule? And you're the King of the Red Lions? My boat? He then gives an exposition dump on how the gods not only sealed away Ganon, but Hyrule itself by burying it beneath the bottom of the ocean. The islands above are actually Hyrule's mountaintops. The king confirms Tetra's necklace is part of the Triforce of Wisdom, which has been passed down for many ages. He has the other piece of it, and when they're put back together, the pirate's captain's true fate is revealed. Ah, that explains why pointy-eared girls have been being kidnapped. In that case, Zelda will hide here while the king returns upstairs Nightcrawler style. Our mission is twofold. Gather the 8 shards of the Triforce of Courage left behind by the Hero of Time, and restore the Master Sword's power by going to the temples marked on my map. Heading north, I salvaged any treasure I came across in hopes of Triforce pieces. Nothing yet, but we've arrived at the North Temple. However, the winds were too strong. My small body couldn't make any movement forward. Thankfully, the local fishman informed me that the Ice Ring Isle could make me as heavy as stone. Aye aye, we'll make haste. Ah, you're freaking kidding me, this guy again? I refuse to be tossed around like a potato salad anymore. Ready to bow, Link. Aim, fire at will! Direct hit! I hope we didn't make things worse. It doesn't look like it. The Cyclone's gone. In fact, Cyclos compliments my bravery, then teaches me the Ballad of Gales. This summons cyclones at will as a form of fast travel. There's one landing point in particular at the Mother and Child Isles that can only be accessed via the fast travel. Here resides the Queen of the Fairy World, who honestly looks and acts more like a child. But we ain't complaining, cause we got fire and ice arrows now. Then she proceeds to tell me I'm her type. Aw, shucks. Stop flirting! All work and no play makes the King of Red Lions a dull boy. Nonetheless, I whip out my new fire shots. Flame on! That wasn't as cool as I thought it'd be. It only warmed up a little bit and is still slippery. All that matters is I got a chart and the super duper weighted iron boots. If these are so heavy, how are Link's meager feet lifting them with each step? Now for the fun part.
I'll smash it with a hammer!
Music class is in session. The Wind God's aria. Could it be a contender to be my second fiddle? This is Fado, a Kokiri sage. He was attacked by Ganondorf, and this happened to him. You could just say you're dead, dude. To restore my blade's power to repel evil, I need to teach the wind song to someone who has Fado's same instrument. Oh, great Deku Tree! Where's Makar? It would be useless to look for him. Well, thanks for wasting my time. Hopefully the South Temple will yield better results. Hammer time! You're joshing me. I can't lift it either? Similar to what happened before, the local fishman says to visit Fire Mountain. Then I shoot him. Don't worry, he'll recover.
All right, everyone, chill.
With the volcano inactive and no risk of dying inside, I slip on the power bracelets, lift up this stupid head, then practice a melody. The Earth God's lyric. I was expecting a Goron, but was greeted by a Zora sage named Laruto. Since she was slain by Ganondorf's forces as well, I need to find one who carries her bloodline that holds the harp. Thus far, I haven't seen a single Zora, but this isn't my first rodeo with this game. I only know who it is because I played this on the GameCube as a kid. Plus, you can hear the harp music at Dragon Roost Island. You may be thinking, Andrew, Medley is a Rito, not a Zora. That's evolution for ya, which Link has a hard time accepting since he's from a small rural island. Teaching Medley the Earth Song triggers a vision of her playing with her ancestor. Medley then claims she is now woke. which ticks conservative Link off for some reason. All in all, Medli is one brave daughter of a gun being willing to go where her ancestor was slain. Her harp opens the entrance to the Earth Temple, and we're already having to think outside the box. Now that we know where the Rito came from, carrying Medli like Princess Ruto makes a lot of sense. Don't look up, don't look up, don't look up. Not only can she fly us to distant pillars, I can take control of her with the command melody. This is leagues better than tiptoeing around as those statues from the Tower of Gods. The first new Cretin in this dungeon are purple choo-choos that not even the Master Sword can slay. Think. How do I combat these gelatins? Blinded by the light. Don't you love it when procrastination pays off? Blinded by the light. Revved up like a deuce. Whoa, what's going on with your back, girl? Turns out the bright light was reflecting off of Medli's harp, and it can uncover invisible objects. Kind of like signature dungeon items, it's usually the answer whenever you're stuck. For example, this misty aura disables item use. Boom, mighty light vanish, mystic clouds. Aw man, there's no light to shine at this chest. No need to worry, I'll open a window. Indestructible choo-choos bothering us again. I sure hope these curtains weren't expensive, Ganondorf. Also, this is proof stoners have their use in society in their own special way. Yet there are still some like this one that just get in my way. What is that harp made of, Medli? It must be multiplying the lumens by a zillion if it can disintegrate walls. Like zoinks, there are ghosts here. What do we do, Scoob? Why, flash the light on them, of course. Not so spirity now, are you? Looking for a small key, I start grave robbing the place and quickly find success, but didn't consider the consequences of my actions. The zombie's screech was quite literally paralyzing. Move, Link! Tell me, do you bleed? The next wave of undead probably don't due to having only a skeletal body. And apparently they don't feel pain either. Guy didn't even flinch. At first, this mini-boss appeared to be a worthy foe, but alas, off went his head. The noggin had no hope of surviving. I'll gladly fight another one. No, I said one.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
I can't be rash like I was with the last one, so I stun them in the head with arrows until I'm close enough to clobber them one at a time. They didn't get one opportunity to take a swing at me. Beating the Walking Dead nets the mirror shield, enabling me to assist Medli where we needed to flash two reflections at certain objects. We're almost there. I can feel it. Hey, Logan, stay away from my girl! Ah, crap, more zombies, and I'm too close to free from this re-dead shriek. Hands off me, you creep! Ah, I feel violated. Sweet dreams. I guess my intuition was wrong about being close to the end. We still had quite a bit to go, but overall, it was more of the same. This room was completely filled with a depowering mist that was hiding a key. Sometimes my stupidity led to Medli's arrest. It looks a lot worse than it actually is. I thought she was taken to the Shadow Realm. Instead, she's sent to jail. And if you think we've seen easy to break out cells before, Medli can simply fly out of this one. Did these idiots even think to install a roof on it? Anyways, the Rito Sage and I make the reflection dream work with a bunch of reflection teamwork in a room full of mirrors. Using those mirrors, we open our way forward, extinguish the mystic aura skulls Deku Leaf style to nab the big key, glide on over to the correct chamber, and confront the boss without Medli. What? It's just a bunch of hooligans. I was promised a real fight. Suddenly, the lights dimmed, followed by the pose congregating to a large mask. Together, they combine into an overweight version of themselves that likes to fling fire out from their lair. Unfortunately for them, they left the windows open. After solidifying their embodiment, I swing my sword to no avail. This guy's dummy thick. While trying to smash him, I spot an unintentional hint signaling to pick him up. I gotta bring these power bracelets to my bowling league. Stee right! Into the spiky pillar and dispersed they go. A couple whacks to each of them send them to the afterlife, but since they annoyingly scatter around briskly, I lock onto them with my bow, nullifying them no matter the distance. About 10 survived and retreated back into Jim Carrey's mask. Nothing new comes from the boss. Same old fire, flashing action, and I scored a double for Team Green. My in-between combat got worse, only securing 4 kills. It didn't really matter though, with me getting a turkey to which I then proceeded to wipe them all out, not leaving a single one behind, except for the mask itself. What's it gonna do? You fool! should have waited till dusk. Plus, you missed the recital with Medley and the sage playing the Earth God's lyric. Yes, I can feel the Master Sword regaining its power. The hilt just widened. I'm gonna need more than that. Well, that was a complete waste of time. And you know what else was a waste? This letter from the newbie I trained from Dragon Roost. The postage cost 10 rupees, yet he only sent me 20. Luckily, from the sound of music coming from the waterfall, Makar is back in town. Where have you been? I need you to play this song. The Korok catches on, quick fiddling the notes, and Fado's spirit joins as well. Thank you, thank you. Who are we bowing to? Whatever. We open the Wind Temple and enter the penultimate dungeon carrying Makar in. Thankfully, he's not wearing a dress. This dang hammer is running out of uses. Oh, duh. The iron boots got me in here, so that's what I'm gonna need in here. Same goes for Makar as Link mind controls him. He traded a cow for magic beans that didn't turn out to be a scam. And similar to Medley, he can fly to the distant, out-of-reach switches. Unlike the Skull Hammer, the Deku Leaf ages fine, shifting walls into roofs when needed. Meanwhile, Makar keeps planting trees even after telling him to stay close to me. What do these plants do anyways? Come on, Makar, we need to get going. I told you to stay next to me. Hopefully his cell will be incomplete like the one back at the Earth Temple. Dang, Ganondorf must have sent word because this jail's fencing is up to code. I'll break you out somehow, buddy. There's gotta be a switch or something.
I have an idea!
Phantom Hand, take me to jail. What? This isn't jail. Where are the Dementors? Don't worry, Makar. I will find you, and I will save you. This windy corridor has got to lead somewhere. There they are, the Dementors. They were flying all over the place, and then they were scary, and then they come down, and they suck the soul out of your body, and it would hurt. I run, well, float as fast as I can to find my way forward in hopes of running into something that will help me free Makar. Again, Skullhammer, why do I even give you a chance? Iron Boots, activate the switch, opening the gate into the basement. Down on that bottom floor is a spiky room, and beneath those spikes are enemies depending on which hole you drop through. Breaking all the tiles reveals a couple chests. Setting up a spring helps launch me up on the other side of the spikes for a chart and a small key that opens up about the halfway point, initiating a mini boss brawl, along with its lackeys. To no surprise, they were no match for me, but the high-level Wizrobe would cast fire at me while I was distracted. What a coward! Constantly spawning minions to do the dirty work while he sits back. This battle won't end unless I ignore the scum and take out the leader. Focus on the Emperor, Link. No one else. Strike him down.
I am defenseless. Take your weapon. Strike me down.
You asked for it. Anywho, the prize for winning was the hook shot.
Get over here!
Now I have a way out of the basement and a possible solution to free Makar. That is, if I don't vomit from this dizzy, spiraling escalation hook-shotting upward in a circular fashion. All right, buddy, I'm finally here to save you. Step 1, attach iron boots. Step 2, hook shot the stone's forehead and my iron weight will befall the bust. Freedom! Moving on with the fugitive. I still can't fly, so I have to come up with unconventional methods, hook-shotting, then pulling out my Deku Leaf to cross safely. Makar keeps his cello handy in case his music ever needs to bring down the house. The guards step it up a notch, kind of. This darker Darkna essentially just has more life. You're gonna need more than that to keep the big key from me. What does keep me from the boss, though, are errands such as planting trees that somehow activate the world's largest house fan that I then fly up with to hookshot onto trees I planted near the beginning of the dungeon to get even higher up, pressing a switch that opens up the house fan from Sears and other gates. Started from the top, now we're here, and so is a treasure chart. Almost there. Hey, diddle diddle, the Korok and the fiddle. Wipe out the last obstacle and let's finish this. Ah, a Moldolga. Oh no, here comes the meme again.
Don't say it. Don't you say it. They fly now.
And back into the dirt it goes. Idiot. You could have attacked me from the air where I couldn't reach you. But instead you stick your tongue out at me and let me have at it. Cue the music. The sand monster they call Mulgara tries chasing me down within the coarse, rough, irritating sand that gets everywhere. And it made some offspring. Where's the baby? There it is. Turn around. The tongue is open. Oh, I missed. 10 out of 10 wouldn't do that again. Aim and bullseye, Link. Chop him up. And don't spare a single baby. Ah, shoot, it finally started thinking straight and took to the skies. Oh, never mind, it's burying itself again. When you die, your gravestone will be written death by suicide because you did this to yourself. You have these amazing powers, yet you do nothing with them. As for me, I have a kingdom to save. Makar, my lad, you stay here, as did Medley at the other temple. The Master Sword gets a real improvement this time rather than a cosmetic upgrade, fully restoring its power to repel evil. Meanwhile, outside, the boat and the fish are discussing the Forsaken Fortress. The monsters there have mysteriously vanished. The king finds this suspicious and urges me to find all the Triforce shards without delay. Conveniently, a while back, Tingle sent me an incredible chart that details all the shards' locations. It's like he gave me a cheat code, but hey, I ain't above that. Thus, the treasure hunting begins, backtracking with my new tools. Northeast is an island with a hole. Ooh, how spooky. It's just a bunch of trial rooms. Once I cleared them all out, I got my first shard. 7 to go. Back home near the top where I first saved Zelda, I glided to the other side of Outset that had a big rock head sitting there. Underneath it was the Savage Labyrinth, a place with a multitude of trial floors. Once you beat all the baddies on a level, the fire around a hole extinguishes and you keep going down. I think the only new enemies were the electrifying choo-choos. Aside from them, the rest were typical. 30 floors of easy battles would eventually lead to my second Triforce shard, but we must go deeper. It's a good thing I didn't come here until I had the mirror shield. There's a lot of bad guys between floors 31 to 50 that can be neutralized when exposed to light. Blinded by the light, revved up like a— oh my gosh! For Hyrule! My Wii U's gonna break! Only time I needed a fairy was when I was being reckless and stupid when taking on Wizrobes. The next time I saw one, I darted straight to them. Then a little later was a bomb flower festival. Jeez! Finally, Dark Nuts. Our battle will be legendary. Excuse me. I'm fighting here, stupid pig statue mount. At last, I have made it to the bottom, where the hero's charm trinket awaited me. I'm still beautiful on the inside, but on the outside, it enables me to see life bars. It's a nice little quality of life feature. However, I ditched the fighting and went golfing at Golf Island. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! My wallet is full after winning the PGA Tour, so I took a pit stop at Windfall Island to spend on overpriced items. Not as much as the rich snob who gave the pirates his fortune to save his daughter. He's poor now, so I can break all the pots I want. I go around town looking for business opportunities to invest in. The mad scientist blew up my chew jelly, and the salesman named Zunari needs products to sell, so he asks me to negotiate supply contracts for him. Dude, I'm a kid. What do I know about contracts? I'll just trade around for you. Speaking of kids, you guys ought to stop ditching school. Your teacher's worried about you. They may be brats, but they do agree to listen if I beat them in hide and seek. It's a small island. The kids don't stand a chance. He's getting away, and he's below the age of 30, so his knees are fine. Huh? Huh? Gotcha. These boys have got to stop jumping off ledges. Someone's gonna get killed. Like, look at this kid. He's hiding on the top of a tree. Get down. Oh, snap. I'm gonna commit manslaughter.
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Somehow they all live and give me a piece of their organs from injury. Then they have the audacity to ask me to give their teacher a birthday present for them. Why don't you just do it? We the killer bees. We ain't no teacher's pets. Yeah, but you sure got a soft spot for the lady hiding jewelry just for her. Mrs. Marie is of course ecstatic about the gift, and in return gives me money? Windfall must pay their teachers good. And the homeless got it good too. Thanks to this guy's daughter being rescued with treasure, he's filthy rich now. And smug. What's worse is his daughter Maggie is in love with a boy back at the Forsaken Fortress, Mo the Moblin. You know, I'm all for diverse couples, but this might be taking it too far. You have a letter for him. Can Moblins even read? At least I got to spend some money. I still have 5,000 rupees. On to the next Triforce. Stop! There's a merchant. Hey, you want this? In exchange for our sea flower, you got a deal. Wait, 20 rupees? I spammed A so fast I forgot to negotiate. Zunari better pay me back. What is she up to? Whatever it is, I'm gonna find out. Who's that? Link, do something. What animal on God's green earth could have that been? Oh, it worked. I keep tailing her until I see her trying to break into my business partner's safe. Just who do you think you are anyway?
An ally of justice!
I was once the richest little debutante in this town. Doesn't that tug at your heartstrings? Actually, that's kind of funny. Listen, lady, you're going to jail. An empty bottle? I'll pretend like I didn't see anything here. Now scram! While it's nighttime on Windfall Island, Zunari holds auctions during the after hours. Tonight's auction item is a heart piece. Finally, something to spend my cash on. I bid $200.
It's confused!
As cool as my power move was, I executed the shock factor too early. Not to worry, I've got plenty of rupees to stun them again, winning me the heart piece. Dun da 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 da. You little darling, could I adopt you? You only want me for my money. Back to tracking down the shards. Actually, some are charts to shards, like the hidden one inside this gold boat I just sunk. A map that leads to another map. This is convoluted, and I can't read them? What the heck? Well, might as well gather all of them right now while I'm at it. Inside the island's hull are 6 torches that needed to be lit with fire arrows. Strange thing is, we'll be in a similar setting to this again. What? I don't need more money. I'm capped out again. Maybe my little seagull friend, after I offer them pair bait, which then allows me to control them, can help. Unfortunately, something happened with my footage here where I tapped to the switch as the seagull, which then rewarded me with a heart piece. It's evening again, which means auction! I'll keep coming back here as long as Zunari's got the goods. And to take dance classes from that one hot dancer. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! The Song of Passing changes the night to day, and I get back to pillaging a steel stronghold that contains a Triforce chart. At Stonewatcher Island, there are more trial rooms that are really getting derivative at this point, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Remember how I said Mrs. Marie, the teacher, must be getting paid good? Yeah, I underestimated how rich she was. This whole island and cabana is hers. Visitors not welcome. The management. Management as in a high-tech security butler. Was Elon Musk's great-great-great-great-great-grandfather alive at this time? I mean, we don't have anything like that in 2025. I need to have a word with that teacher. I confront her, and she admits she's rolling in the money. But what she does lack are joy pendants, which she loves collecting so much that she traded the deed to her cabana for only 20 joy pendants. What a deal! Here is the deed. Call me Master Link, please. Time for some R&R. Why does she have a big picture of the booger kid? Oh, my bad. 2 big pictures. Except this one is scrambled. I hate these puzzles. All they give me are rupees for solving them. So thank goodness my pockets are already full. What's Teach hiding in her fireplace anyway? A mini dungeon full with skullhammer buttons, gates, crawl spaces that probably smell like rat urine, and zombies? Teach, why are you storing zombies? Are you one of Ganondorf's people? And you were hiding a Triforce shard? She's Dolores Umbridge. Escaping to Bird's Peak Rock, I enlisted a few seagulls to do my bidding. Switch number 1 activated. Switch number 2 activated. Dagger 1 is hit. I repeat, Dagger 1 is hit. Maverick is down. Goose, come in. We already got the other 5 triggered. Pull up fast. I'm not wasting another pair today. They're too delicious to waste. And I think it's about time we get these translated. Tingle offers to decipher them for a price.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
What language is that? Whatever it was, it led me to a couple more pieces at Great Fish Isle and Stonewatcher Isle. While searching for the place marked on the 3rd translated chart, I kept finding goodies, including a heart piece and another Great Fairy's home who increased my arrow capacity to 60. Then a fishman urged me to investigate Windfall's lightless lighthouse. My gosh, Windfall is like the Tatooine of the Wind Waker universe. Just when we think we're done with the place, they pull me back in. Side note, this is the best beetle shop. And right next to that very shop are rocks blocking the back cave. All right, we'll check out the lighthouse after another meaningless auction. Swift sale? 243 rupees. Give it to me now or I'm walking. I've actually never played the HD version of this game, so this was a pleasant surprise. It's not only twice as fast as the regular sail, it automatically adjusts the direction of the wind the same way I'm facing. Anyhow, the lighthouse. The whole reason we came back here. After changing the wind towards it and pushing the button, the windmill/Ferris wheel operates for the first time in ages. Then I shoot a flaming arrow at the torch inside the lighthouse, fixing the structure, which also reveals a chest that was invisible on a piece of land next to the island hiding a piece of heart. Still looking for that last Tingle translated map shard. I run into a giant squid! Thankfully, my new amount of arrows I can carry got me through this with ease. Look at me. I am the sea monster now. I am the the being who ravages the seas, striking down all who oppose me, and take what's rightfully mine. A useless map. I haven't found the area with the shard I'm looking for yet, but at least I got my arrow bag maxed out. Freaking finally, I see a light! And it was signaling the piece I was looking for. I didn't even have the place charted yet, so the only one that remains is on a ghost ship, which means more perusing around until we run into it. Eventually, I converse with a fishman who has seen the ghost ship and claims it only appears on nights when the crescent moon faces down. Well, all I'm seeing are blocks right now with a heart piece on top, and then I coincidentally climb another block tower right after. And this is Shark Island. It's in the shape of a shark. Okay, remember that weird ship with the torches earlier? Here it is again, except in the form of a pot maze. Enter one jug, then pick another one to go into. And just a suggestion, don't break all the wooden lids at once like I did. It'll make it easier to track where you've already been. Ghost ship chart obtained. This provides a much more detailed layout of where the vessel will be, depending on the moon's shape. While waiting for nightfall, I completed my map, purchased a total of 60 items from Beetle to earn the silver and gold membership, which got me some useless coupons and, this. And then I watered all the wilted trees the Koroks planted after keeping track of their locations while circling the globe with their forest water within 30 minutes, growing them into full-on trees, the last of which sprouted a heart piece. A few other things occurred during those 30 minutes. I traded this merchant a sea flower for an exotic flower that I then traded to another guy who had a pinwheel and kept pulling up more sunken treasure. It was finally time to track down the ghost ship, and there it was, at Bomb Island with the crescent moon facing up. The king and I entered as darkness swallowed the screen. And that was the spookiest part. The enemies inside were those that were in some form dead. That could have been scary, but we've bested their kind before. The last shard was ours, and all 8 pieces came together to form the Triforce of Courage. Well done, Link. We must make for Hyrule quickly. Can it wait like 6 hours, Your Highness? I've got things to do to 100% the game. Now, of course, I will not waste 6 hours of your time, so I'm going to swiftly sail through the completion stuff as fast as I can. Some of it may sound incoherent, but just stick with me. We're almost there. Inside Bomb Island, I tossed lava worms onto switches, netting me a heart piece. Then I followed a trading sequence guide to get a big catch flag, a fountain idol, a skull tower idol, a big sail flag, a hero's flag, a postman statue, a shop guru statue. Wait, how do you have a statue of him when you don't even know the guy? And why this Goron wants one, I don't know. Whatever, trading quest done. In exchange for supplying his store with inventory, Zunari gives me his family treasure, magic armor. We'll save this for Ganondorf since it consumes rupees. I also bought out the rest of Zunari's auction items and realized I needed a part-time job after all the money I spent. Thus, I become an assistant for Lenzo, the Picto guy. His first request is to see a love letter. The only person I know on this island sending those is Maggie, but her dad's being prejudiced, not accepting the Rito postman into his house. Silence! Be gone! I'll do your job and deliver the letter from Mo? I can't believe he actually wrote you back, Maggie. Read it. I like you, Maggie, so much that I want to eat you for dinner. Is this a marriage proposal? You're not that bright, are you? I won't be attending the wedding for what it's worth. Okay, so Lenzo didn't care for that scenario. What he wanted was a picture of a love letter involved. That makes more sense thinking back on it. I snap a shot of this guy mailing one. Lenzo accepts it, then commands me to search for the town's coward. Well, who could that be? Think, ouch! It's you! Guy in the cafe! I'm ready, Lenzo. Give me the final test. Somewhere in town is a couple, a man and a woman whose hearts are secretly filled with thoughts of the other, and yet for reasons unknown, the two have never spoken. Now a graduated intern, I received the deluxe Picto box, which can take color photographs. All right, back to the grind. I trade Mrs. Marie more pendants, realize she must be a Sheikah, learn that this snob got rich off of skull necklaces Maggie brought back with her, and get a chart for supplying him with more. I also participated in a pig herding minigame for one as well. I played a harder version of Battleship with less shots available, making it a lot more luck-based. Took a picture of the moon, showed this depressed guy the moon, got yet another chart, gossiped with Blake Lively about how dreamy Lenzo is. Whoa, hold on. You ladies think Lenzo is dreamy? Is he a chick magnet? I better sneak into his place and find out. Well, I'll be darned. Lenzo, you sly dog. Needless to say, I got a map for giving TMZ that tip. Just assume whenever I do some sort of side quest, I get a heart piece or chart in return. It's getting repetitive. By the way, turrets neutralized at 2-eyed reef, Cyclops reef, 6-eyed reef, 3-eyed reef, and 5-eyed reef, each of which gave me a prize for doing so. I'm second guessing my choice to leave Windfall. This submarine is gonna blow from the inside. I did get out alive to test out this cannon at Spectacle Island. I had to beat the game twice it was tied to. Tetra, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be hiding in Hyrule. On to the next destination. My boat! It's gone! But it came back just in time to invade a submarine. After immobilizing cannons at outposts, I stumbled upon the last regular treasure chart at Paw Print Isle, totaling 46 of them. However, a few more special ones remained that I found ironically with the regular charts, such as the Great Fairy chart, the Secret Cave chart. Do any of these have value anymore? The Island Hearts chart. It sure would have been nice if it marked off the ones I've already been to. The Octo chart, the Sea Hearts chart, and the Submarine chart. Most of these were too little too late. Not for the Octo chart though. I had already taken down a big 12-eyed sea beast, so the rest were a piece of cake. This one had 4 eyes yet doesn't wear glasses, and apparently it ate one of the Great Fairies. Magic bar doubled, baby! I like how Link doesn't know what to do with his hands. The king and I pressed on, salvaging chests, and this one happened to be the last one that was marked on a treasure chart. All 46 done. Now to get the rest of the heart pieces at a submarine in the most southern east corner of the map, fly up to the top of Headstone Island as a seagull, redirect the wind at Great Fish Isle to float into the cavity of a rock, slay another 12-eyed squid just north of Tingle Tower, took a picture of one of the young lovers from Lenzo's earlier quest, then show it to Loverboy, which amps him up enough to ask her out on a date. Call me the hero of matchmaking, cause I don't stop there. I also assist this Rito by providing him with gold feathers that his girlfriend adores. Then just east of Dragon Roost, I take part in the Birdman Challenge, correctly timing my jump with the tornadoes to make it barely across the finish line at the end. I forgot at Windfall, some random guy on the bench wanted me to plant flowers on every pedestal. Back at sea near Rock Spire, I needed to ship the sinks in the vicinity. And then I forgot something again at Windfall. This dude never gave me my heart piece for lighting the lighthouse. I need a vacation cause I'm losing it. A while back off screen, I captured this pig for a local family, and my have they fattened it up. And they named it after me. That's so sweet. Time to go for a walk. Jeez, you're hefty.
1 hour later.
I think I lost a piece of my heart for a heart piece.
Burrowed underground.
Only 2 were left. One after obliterating these cannons, and the second I saved for last because I thought I was going to be there for hours. I had to strike Orca 1,000 times without being hit thrice. And to my delight, I did it on my first try. I would just keep hitting until I either got a 6-string combo or when he blocked, whichever came first. Then I would just defend until he tried to hit me. Rinse and repeat. Also, I think this is the first time I've ever done this. I am now the world's largest organ donor. And yes, Orca, my index finger is not okay. Oh, and while I'm at it, here are the Knight's Crest you inquired of me via the mail. In exchange for those items, Orca teaches me the Hurricane Spin. Oh, Master is crying tears of joy. And so am I, because according to my 100% checklist, the Tingle statues were all I needed before I could start the finale of the game. Whew, that was long. And thanks to a guide, because I had no idea these things even existed, we'll be done in no time. There were 5 statues in total, each in one of the dungeons. I had to go to each spot they were hidden at, lay a bomb there, defend myself from the explosion, then it would appear. That's 4 down. Here's the 5th location. And they're all placed at Tingle Island, which prompts Tingle's brother Knuckle to visit. Then his brother Ankle gave me a lousy rupee reward. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. The Triforce of Courage now dwells within me. I can feel it. I am Link, hero of the winds. We're coming, I mean Zelda. That can't be good. Did you think you'd be safe inside this castle? You know, he does have a point, Mr. King. Why do we think Zelda would be safe just sitting here instead of with us? Doesn't matter though, because I have the restored Master Sword that shatters the barriers surrounding the castle, opening a path to Ganon's tower. Inside, I must cross 4 bridges and defeat whatever's behind their doors to progress forward across the 5th bridge. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Why, it's the Wind Temple boss. Ganondorf must have created these to be some sort of memory chambers, forcing me to face my past. Defeating Mulgara lit up one corner of the 5th door. Thus I proceeded to bow down Jalhala like a bowling ball once again, follow the way of the scorpion of getting Goma over here, and cut the weeds that just keep growing back. The prerequisites have been met, triggering the way forward to open up. And this time, 2 doors, one on the left and one on the right, are before me. The latter shows 4 different candles lit differently. I may be dumb at puzzles, but even a baby could figure out this one by chucking the boomerang at the switches in that order from the other room. Boo. Your Highness, I let you in and that's how you greet me? I see, so this is the portal Ganon used to seep into the world above. Yeah, nobody cares about that. We want action. Geronimo! Huh? That actually worked? Ah, 5 Phantom Ganons? Luckily, after I escape, 4 of them disappear. Oh, you want to go again? Bring it! Survival of the fittest! Ah! I don't think so. The Spirit's Blade falls, and I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to follow the way it's pointing. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure. Ah, dang it, it started me over. Turns out it's which way the hilt of the sword points, not the tip. There's the success ringtone and more Phantom Ganons. I make quick work of them, see where the hilt drops, and come face to face with what I believe to be the true Phantom Ganon. He's got spirit bombs! Quick, do what Orca taught us! Hurricane spin! Hurry, do it again! Defend yourself! We rally back and forth like a tennis match again, and no sign of a health bar makes me think he escaped to the next room. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? I'm sick of these games. Down and down he goes, until he must have gotten tired of being shocked to death multiple times that a chest finally appeared containing the light arrows. Are you freaking for real? He's back? Hold still and stay dead! That ought to do the trick, and it sort of obliterates the next gate. Zelda, I'm here! Did you sleep still? I can see this girl's dreams. Oceans, 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 oceans. Okay, I get it. You think the gods destroyed us, and now your bones are cracking. Why are they cracking? This was definitely not in the job description. It's a puppet, a freaking puppet Ganon. The plan was simple. The boomerang made him like Pinocchio with no strings attached. However, some of the tougher chords needed a few rounds of cutting. Once they are all sliced, save for the red string, I'd whip out my light arrows, sending an electric shock. Only once was the doll able to whirl a tail swing before I sniped the tail and had the light overcome his dark being. I spoke too soon. Looks like there are multiple forms, the second being a spider. Its string webs pull it up high, then attempts to body slam me. Most drop attacks, I was able to get out of the way, except when bats interrupted. But the real problem was figuring out which way the puppet would land, because I needed to reach that tail before he floated back up. Oh, duh. Why not just look up until he stops spinning, then sprint roll the very direction his behind lands? Success! Light arrows away! The massive body made for a few failed attempts, but soon enough I exterminated the arachnid, until yet again he transforms into a worm of all things. It's not very fun without limbs, huh? My mocking was premature as I quickly discovered I underestimated the slithery being. His movements were so slick and crazy I couldn't land a shot. And even when I was able to do so, I noticed all my misses were depleting my magic. Not to mention my health was being chipped away too. After securing one more hit, I needed to fuel up. I've got 3 fairies in bottles, but only 1 green potion. I better make this count. Come on, Puppet Ganon, stop moving! If I keep this up, I'm going to run out again. Breathe, Andrew. Aim. Fire! Yes! I don't want to see another bug for the rest of this adventure. Equip magic armor. I can feel the end is near. I climb the rope left behind, hook shot to the exit, and find the 2 on the roof. Ganondorf monologues about his motives, specifically combining the 3 Triforces into one, because he who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. Are you saying she couldn't? You disgust me. You're nothing but a— oh crap!
That was close.
It might as well killed her because the Demon King has taken control of all 3 Triforces. Behold, the completed Triforce. Gods, hear that which I desire. Give Hyrule to me. He who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. That is what you said, is it not, Ganondorf?
Nani?
Gods of the Triforce, hear that which I desire. Wash away this ancient land of Hyrule. Sucks to suck, Ganondorf. What are you laughing at? You lost. And your majesty, did you think this all the way through? How are we supposed to get out?
Yeah!
Jeez, when is that geezer gonna shut up? Zelda, did he wake you up too? Let's take out this moron together. He's got 2 swords. Quick, Zelda, run and hide. He's gonna get you. Ooh, I underestimated you. He's defenseless. I'll strike. Ah, he was faking it. While waiting for Zelda to stun him with a light arrow again, I show off my magic armor to the demon rat. Every piece of damage I receive is nullified in exchange for only a few rupees. 100%ing before the final boss is too broken. Thanks, girl. I'll get a few slices in. He's wide open again. Take the shot. I admit, that was impressive. But so is this. Sky-high parry attack. Now backstab him. Fire, Zelda!
How dare you! That's my power!
You bastard! You're lucky she's still alive! My anger is getting the best of me. I can't find an opening. What do we do? Link, you have to distract him. I'll aim for you, and you use your shield. You better be right, Zelda, because I don't want to die today. It worked! Super parry! It's over, Ganondorf. The Master Sword implanted in your skull has sealed you. Enjoy sleeping with the fishes. With not much time left, the king realizes his mistakes that led to this point and asks for forgiveness. Unfortunately for him, he is left to drown with Hyrule, while Zelda and I are protected in our ascent to the surface. We're still stuck at sea. Oh, never mind. The pirates are here, and Aryll is with them in a new pirate getup. Once recovered, we get ready to set sail to find a new land. Anchors away. The wind will guide us. And that's how I 100%ed the Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. These kinds of videos take a long time to make, so if you want to help us keep making them, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You all have a good one. Thanks.